Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. You're watching JCTV playing on the Xbox One console. This is Stranded in the Pacific Northwest, episode number 25. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We've got big news today. We're continuing on with phase 3 of our plan of taking over the upper Northwest. You can see here that we just finished harvesting again all of the soybeans and all of the cottons in the lower Northwest, and now the upper Northwest. We've got our 4 wheat fields. We've got our 4, yeah, they're right here. And then we've got our 4 recently purchased cultivated fields down underneath it right here. And then we're going to be purchasing 4 more fields. We're looking at 2, 13, 9, and 8 to take over central Midwestern. So that's what we own so far. We're going to buy this field here. We're going to buy this field here. Then over to number 2. And then down to number 13 to round out our third set of 4 fields. So we're going to have wheat in the first set, barley in the second set, and oats in the third set. And then in the fourth, I can't remember, canola, and then sunflowers, and then corn, I'm thinking. Yeah. All right. So we've got to get things moving here. We've got those wheat fields up in the top. They are, let's see, what stage are they at? 3 of the fields are ready to harvest, and that 4th field there is not quite ready yet, but should be ready by the end of the episode. And then we've got to, plant those 4 cultivated fields, and then plow those 4 recently purchased fields. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to hop in the Class Ixerion 5000 beast of a tractor. We're going to hook up to the Great Plains Seeder, and those 4 fields that we plowed last episode are now going to be seeded with barley, I believe it is. Wheat, barley, oats. Yeah, it should be barley is what we're going to be planting there. Let's just back up the Great Plains Seeder to the fertilizer. We'll fill that up. And then we'll back it up to the seed and then fill it up with seed and proceed on to one of our fields, and then we'll start the seeding process. While we're doing this, if you haven't done so already, take a quick minute, hit that subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Like and share this video with all your friends and family, and then harass them into clicking that notification bell so everyone can be alerted when we upload new content. Look at that. While I was talking, I hit the wrong button and unloaded the seeder, and now we've got to load it all back up. So let's continue on with the normal announcements. If you take a second, click on the featured channel portion of my YouTube channel, and you'll see 3 very good up-and-coming YouTubers there. You want to subscribe to them and like and share all of their videos, as well as ring that notification bell on each one of their channels. That's Crazy Simulator, Deuce MS, and Carl Johnson Gaming. You want to check all 3 of those guys out. And then look at the description of the YouTube channel as well. You can follow us on all the social media platforms. We've got Twitter, we've got Facebook, we've got Discord. Come and join our small family of Discord members. Chat with us if you see us online. Any questions you want to ask, we'd be more than happy to help. All right, and last but not least, I think that's it. All right, so we're just got to, where are we going here? We're going to back up to that one container of fertilizer that I unloaded, and then we're going to load that back into the seeder. All right, that's good. Everything is back where it should be now. Let's see, which field are we going to first? I think we're going to start off at field number 2, the very top one, and just work our way down. It's probably easier that way. Let's just see exactly where the tractor takes us. All right, so I think, let's see, where are we going? We're going down here to seed these fields. Oh, it's not field number 2. We just purchased that one. We have to plow that one first. So we're going to do these 2 small square fields down here at the bottom first, and then we'll work our way up. I was getting ahead of myself. Step 3 of phase 3 is the field number 2, starting at the top on the other side of the railroad tracks. This is step 2 of phase 3. Soon we will own all of the fields on the upper northwest, and then I don't know what we're going to do after that. We'll just farm our little hearts out. All right. So these fields shouldn't actually take that long. They're not that big. I don't want to join them. I'd like to keep everything separate. So we have 6 sections of 4, and then different crop in each section. Wheat, barley, oats, canola, sunflowers, and corn. All right, so let's just turn this on here, and we'll start seeding barley. Barley's going in the ground. And we're off. All right, perfect. All right, so we've got to get all 4 of these fields done. Why don't we just skip to the end of the seeding process, and then we'll go from there. All right, so that is it. This is the last part of the seeding of those set of 4 fields. We've now got barley planted in every single one of those newly purchased or newly plowed 4 fields. All right, so let's just fold this up and we'll have a look at the map real quick. There you can see that all those 4 fields are now growing, 7, 10, 11, and 12. And let's just see here. Yep, so they've all got barley in them. And there's our wheat fields up at the top that are now all ready to harvest, I think. Oh, no, that's just the color of the wheat. Sorry, not ready to harvest as of yet. And now we've got to plow 8, 9, 13, and 2. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, we're going to plow 8, 9, 13, and 2. And then later on, our plans are to harvest all of this wheat that's up here. And then we'll just cycle everything through. We'll harvest, plow, plant, harvest, plow, plant. And then we'll just keep going like that. So let's drive the seeder back to the farm. We'll grab the class TerraTrack tractor and the plow, and we'll start plowing all of those fields. All right, so here we are back at the farm. We're just hooking up to the plow, and I think we're going to do field number 13 first. It's the smallest. It's not going to take that long, and then we can do the other fields. Field 13 is right here behind the gas station. It's kind of small. It doesn't really fit with anything, but it's still a field nonetheless. We've got it. We bought it. Let's plow it. So we're going to do 13, 8, and 9. That's the next group of 4 that are going to be planted with oats. So we're going to plant oats there. And then our wheat now is actually all ready to harvest. So we can start that towards the end of the episode. We'll harvest all of that wheat. And since we don't have an actual silo to put it in, I think we'll just store it in the North Railroad silo up there. Has a 1 million liter capacity, so we can fit a lot of crops in there. So I think instead of purchasing a silo and sticking it somewhere unsightly, we'll just store it in the north silo. I think all the crops can go in there, and that way the train can just swing by, pick it up, and then deliver it where it needs to go. All right, so we're going to do a quick lap around the field here with the plow. And then we'll plow the middle of it and then the other 3 fields as well. But I don't think we need to sit through that. So we'll just talk for a bit while we go around the edge of the fields. Let me know in the comments, have you ever played this map? Do you like this map? Do you not like this map? Let me know your thoughts, what you do. Let me know if you do play this map, have you changed it at all? Do you play it as it is, or do you like to alter the fields like I have? Do you merge them together into super fields? Do you like smaller fields? Tell me what your thoughts are. I'd like to know. All right, so there's 1 lap complete. and then we'll just skip to the end of the entire plowing process. There we go. This is field number 2 on the other side of the railroad tracks, on the opposite side of the North Railroad silo. Just finishing up the plowing process now. So that concludes the plowing duties for today. That's all 4 fields plowed and done with. Now we just have to drive the tractor and the plow back to the farm. We'll drop off the plow. So now that next group of 4 is all done. You can see that there. Our wheat needs to be harvested, and the barley is growing. So it looks like we'll have something to do every day. Oh, it's a good thing we didn't try and cross the tracks there. There really should be a mechanical crossing arm. Oh well. All right, so let's drop off the tractor. Where are we going? Left. Yeah. We'll drop off the tractor, jump in the harvester, and then we'll start harvesting some wheat. All right, so phase 3 is almost complete. It's about halfway. We've just bought our 3rd set of 4 fields, so step 3 of phase 3. Phase 1, if you haven't been following along with us, phase 1 was to merge all of the soybean fields on the lower northwest part of the map. And then phase 2 was to merge all of the cotton fields on the lower northwest part of the map. And then phase 3, as you well know, is the taking over and conquering of all of the fields up on the upper part of the northwest map. And that's what we're in the middle of doing right now. So let's go grab this header. Now I don't want to bring the header trailer because it's just somewhat of a hassle. Let's try and maneuver this header trailer in and around the objects to see if we can get to those wheat fields. The only problem I'm seeing is getting past the north silo into field number 6. I think that's the only issue I seen earlier. I don't think we'll have an issue getting up there. Actually, no, sorry. It's on the way to field number 1. It is pretty narrow. We're going to take out this stop sign. Get out of here, stop sign. See if we can get through here. All right, that fits. Maybe I should have grabbed the header trailer. Oh well. Let's see if we can get around here. Oh, a little bit of a snag. There we go. We may have to cut down some of these trees just with the chainsaw. Oh, this dumpster's going to be a problem. Yeah, we're going to have to do a little bit of trickery maneuvers to get around this here. Let's see. Let's think about this. We're going to have to put the right side of the header on the other side of the dumpster and then swing it around. Watch this. All right. Here we go. We did it, but I don't think that's going to work coming back. We're probably going to have to take the long way back, but oh well. All right. Oh, sorry, Mr. Crow. Let's get across the tracks here. Let's make sure there's no train coming. There we go, and then we can just scoot on over. What am I stuck on here? Fence post. Just scoot on over to field number 1 right over there. And then we can start harvesting the wheat. And then we'll stick it in the silo. We won't sell it just yet. Let's wait until we have all the crops in the silo, and then we'll have one big, humongous train of crops. I'd like to see if we can save up 1 million liters of each crop and then go from there, but that'd probably take way too long. Well, we made it across the tracks just in time. All right, let's unfold this beast of a class harvester. It's got an 18,000 liter capacity, which is the largest in the game right now, without altering some XML files, but you know, you can't do that on console, so we're at the mercy of the modders. But hey, I love this harvester, no complaints. All right, so this is on our way. Let's hire a worker real quick. We'll go grab the semi-truck, the Lizard Hulk, and the purple grain wagon. And we'll drive that up because it won't take very long to fill that harvester. We've got all of the wheat fertilized up to 100%, so there is quite a bit up there. We should get maybe about a truck and a half out of all 4 fields. That's what I'm guessing. The truck itself holds 79,000 liters. So we should be able to get maybe a truck and a little more than a half filled with wheat. But we'll see what happens when we're done. Let's scoot across the tracks here real quick. Hopefully, okay, good. No fatalities there. All right, and he should be nearing the end of the field. That first strip should be just about done by the time we get there and stop. And it is. He's just getting to the edge of the field now. So we'll just park on the side here and just wait for him to fill up. And then we'll go and empty it. And then we'll fast forward to the end of the harvesting process. Actually, no, sorry. We're going to fast forward to the first truck. Here is the first full truckload. And you can see we've just started field number 5. So we did 1, 6. 1 and 6 are done. And 1 and 6 gives us a full 79,000 liters of wheat when they're fully fertilized to 100%. So we're just going to bring this over to the North Railroad silo over here, and we'll let it sit in there until we're ready to pick it up with the train, and then we can just use the train to deliver it to wherever we need to. Alright, so the silo is just up here. That's what I like about this upper northwest. Everything is nice and centrally located, all in the general vicinity of the fields. You don't have too far to drive. It's not going to take that long to plant, fertilize, and harvest every single field on the upper northwest. I think we have to go in from this side over here. Now, the only tricky part is trying to find the right emptying spot for the tipper, because this trailer is wicked huge and we don't want the tipper to hit the top of the barn, because if we hit it, it's going to glitch out and wheat's going to go everywhere, and we don't want that. So if we back up just right, we can miss the edge of that doorway, which is right there, and then the grain will dump out into the silo. Let's see here. I think we got it. Yep, we did. Perfect. Now, you don't want to hit the roof of that doorway when you're emptying the tipper. It's just going to cause problems. All right, so that's the first 79,000 into the silo. We'll just drive back to the harvester and we'll continue on our way. And then I think we will just fast forward, skip ahead through the magic of TV to the end of the harvesting process. Here we are on field number 4. And this is the last strip of wheat going into the harvester now. There we go. And we'll just drive that over to the tipper, extend the arm. And then we'll dump this into the truck. And you can see it's just over half full. We'll get the full tonnage there in a minute, or the full literage, once it's done emptying the harvester. And then the wheat is done, and then we can start reseeding next episode, or once we harvest the barley, fertilize the oats, then we can replant the wheat. We can just cycle through each crop like that. All right, so we'll fold up Mr. Harvester. Good job today, buddy. All right, and 54%, does that say 54 or 64? It looks like 64 to me. I'm not wearing my glasses. So 64% capacity, that's not bad. We got 51,000 liters plus the 79 we already have in the silo. I'm going to do the same thing, drive this back and empty it, and then we'll put it back at the farm. And then we'll figure out what's next. All right, so this the upper northwest has proven to be a lot of fun. I didn't think it was going to be that fun, but I'm a big fan of the mega fields. I will always try and make the fields as big as I can, but I like leaving them like this with a bunch of small numbered fields instead of one big upper northwest field. That crow always seems to squawk every time we come into the silo. Now, let's just make sure we don't hit the roof. Does that look all right? Back up just a little bit, maybe. There we go. That might be okay. We don't want to glitch out the trailer and have wheat spill everywhere. Perfect. All right. And now let's drive on out of here. And we'll park the trailer back at the farm, as well with the semi-truck. Farming is fun. All right. Yeah, I think we're going to have to cut down some of these trees. They're just in the way. We'll worry about that later. We don't have to do that right now. All right, so let's back up the tipper. We'll detach the trailer. We'll park the Lizard Hulk right beside it, as always. I think I'd detach it just because there's a spot to park the truck. If there was no spot to park the truck, I really wouldn't see the need to detach that trailer. Let's go have a look here. All right. All right, so the wheat fields should be purple, and they are. The barley fields are green because they're growing, and the oat fields are blue because we've just plowed them. All right, so the next step is to plant the oats, and then maybe fertilize the barley, depending on how much time we have. I don't think we're going to be showing you the planting of the oats. We're just going to start it off, and then I think we'll wrap up the episode. Once you've seen crops being planted, you've pretty much seen them all. It's about as much fun as watching paint dry. So instead of making you sit through that, we'll wrap it up and we'll continue next episode with Phase 3 of the Upper Northwest. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I'd just like to say I do appreciate everyone who watches my videos, whether you subscribe or not. Just the fact that you watch and enjoy and like and comment means the world to me. You, the fans, are the most important when it comes to making content on YouTube. Without you, it'd all just be educational. All right, so that is going to wrap up this episode, folks. Thanks for tuning in again. Have a wonderful day. This is JCTV saying, see you later.